Well, it was really cool. My daughter was talking about all the different things that, in her science class, because they went down to the science center and they learned all things about sound, things about energy. And then she was telling me how, over in the Greensboro Science Center, they actually figured out how to weigh a rainbow. I'm like, are you really? She goes, yeah. It turns out they're all pretty light. Roll that
Fab
footage.
Studios presents Figure Action. That one's me.
Hey, not every bit of humor is going to be dark and depressing, okay?
No, it's not.
You never use that one too. You can all use that one. It's a beautiful, friendly one to throw out.
You should. You know what you should do? In all honesty, you should just make shorts for your YouTube. Just pepper in those jokes, like you're messing with an action figure, and then you bring on the Dave jokes.
I mean, if he's not doing that now, then
well,
what's
you wouldn't know because you've never watched any of my reviews, obviously. So
I have no defense for that because it's 100% true. I'm sorry. I will. I have to tune in.
All right.
Winston, I'd say to get a leg up on the situation, but we all know that that's not quite available to us right now.
Well, it's Thursday.
If I got to meet Winston, I'd finally be able to see eye to eye with him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's in here. He's referring to himself as a broken brother, man. I hope you're doing well, Winston. Hope you're enjoying yourself and are comfortable. So yeah, sit tight. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. It's the Aquatechian here, so we're doing the post PulseCon stream. We also have the Walmart Geek Fest and New York Comic Con is kicked off. Got a ton of stuff to talk about. So we've already got a bunch of cool folks hanging out in the chat over there. So if you're watching us here live on YouTube, be one of them. We're gonna be highlighting your comments all throughout the course of the show tonight, chatting with you, having a good time. Make sure you slam that like button.
Yeah, I got a fun trivia statistic for you.
What's that?
You compare our views right now today versus our views right now a week ago. We have had a higher gains than the HasPulse than the HasLab health targets.
Oh, we'll be talking about that too. So, I mean, it's going to be a very Hasbro heavy episode tonight. So, yeah, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you're subscribed. You ring that notification bell. We want to get additional content out and going. I think after my project wraps up, I'll be headlining on a lot of that. Make sure you check our link in the description below where we've got links to our Teespring store. We've got a lot of awesome designs designed by Mr. Joe Crab, who's with us tonight. We've got his Vice design as well as the Mandalorian. We've got some Dave merch.
Did I tell you I got an email from Teespring, and the whole promo of the email was look at this selection of Dave face memorabilia that you can pick from. That was the whole thing. It wasn't, they didn't show you the figure action shirt, the Mandalorian shirt. No, it was Dave's face. I hope I'm not the only one that got that email. I hope that went out.
I gotta check and see if I got that.
I gotta check that one too.
You can be Dave scale as well.
Oh,
we
look,
got that T-shirt.
My can of Twisted Tea is sometimes invisible. Now it's not. But
so
I like that one right there.
Antoine's always good to see you.
Vacation? Yeah, we got some.
Why are you watching our show when you're on a ship?
Yeah, right. No, that's dedication. I love it. We've got a big YouTuber. He's on vacation. He's watching us here live. I saw we had Casual Toy Collector up there watching us. A bunch of cool folks in here. Effortless and Random. Mecha's Reviews. You guys rock. Toy Mafia. Love seeing you every week. So, yeah, and aside from our Teespring store, again, if you can, keep it in our description this week. We have a friend of the show, Alyssa Ruane. She has a GoFundMe going. Her sister organized it. If you can, make sure you can share this out if you can't donate. But yeah, she could really use our help out there. So just wanted to share that again. It's pinned in our description and on the Figure Action Facebook page, community page. I think a bunch of us have shared it out. So if you can't donate to it, again, rough economy right now, but just share it, get the word out there so we can help her out in this time. So really appreciate that. Got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight, so let's get into how everybody's doing and get into some news. We'll start off with the man, the myth, the legend, the YouTuber, Trustarscreamer.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that guy. I thought you were talking about the successful YouTuber right there who's sitting there. That's right, man. I think I got something that broke almost 25 views, people. I am on my way.
I like your Kyle Rayner review.
Huh.
I said I liked your Kyle Rayner review. I'll watch that.
Oh, thank you. I absolutely love that figure. Speaking of stuff that's on the review page, I just posted this up this morning, and I got George or Jorge, depending on how you want to look at it, from the Nobles team from Jazzwares, and I absolutely love this guy for what he is. This guy absolutely delivers on all that I want, and I've got him painted up right now, so I've got a before and after of the painting, and yeah, go check out my channel and you get the full breakdown of this guy.
For $20, that's a good figure.
Yeah, for $19.95, and if you got Target cash, who knows what else? This is absolutely worth the money. That being said, today I got my lizard, my classic lizard. So I cannot wait to photograph this guy. And don't worry, guys. I have retired throwing the packages across the room after knocking over the Power Ranger display the other night.
I still got to clip that.
I didn't mention this because I totally forgot about the other week, but I also picked up the Red Lynx and Condor Unshackled from Fortnite Victory Royale. I might end up picking up another Black Lynx figure for be like a squad commander, and this would just be like, I don't know, some elite cat suit girls. So
you know what happens every time you pick up a Fortnite figure?
T-Man gets a win.
Especially when you order them from T-Man's Amazon page, link below. Because I know all of you who ordered your G.I. Joe through T-Man's Amazon page, a link below, are now getting delivered in the next couple of days. Because Lord knows, all next week is going to be Tomax, Zaymon, and Vipers.
T, you should make a Team Amazon commercial as a short, where you're like, every time you buy like really bad and deadpan, like a 90s car commercial, and every time you buy from my page, I get a Victory Royale.
Only if he grabs his shirt and says, "Kiss my bumper, kiss it."
That's a DMV reference.
You know
that commercial. You know that commercial.
So, but that's my crazy wild week. How about you, Joe?
Live from Planet Namek.
What's up, everybody? Wow, my arms are invisible. Doing good. I did get something new this week. It's the Gohan, the Figure Arts Gohan, the Namek, fitting with the background. But he's over in the other room because everybody's probably seen him. It's kind of old news. It's been really slow going for me because I only have like a few like old pre-orders kind of like straggling in. But with some of the new announcements that's been made, I think I'm going to be ordering some more figure arts here soon. I'm kind of excited. But that's all I got going on. It's been slow. There's really not a whole lot going on here. Survived the hurricane.
You had a guest over the past week.
I did. Yes, I had a guest. I had two guests. The first dude was really cool. Had a lot of fun. Spent the weekend. It was a great time. The second
Poor
dude,
guy can't read.
Ian.
The first guy can't read stuff from the top shelf.
Yeah, the second one was no good. He kind of came in, kind of like made a mess of things, didn't clean up after himself. Then he went up into Dave's area and tried to make a mess of things up there. And then I heard you all got a bunch of rain for like a week.
Yeah.
While it was like raining for like a whole week up your way, we were back to the sunshine, 85 degrees, beautiful. So.
Got rain and it got super cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it got real cold real fast.
48 degrees was the low. The lowest that I've been outside were. Our pool still isn't closed yet, so that's been fun.
That must suck. So speaking of pool, hey, maybe this is news. This could be an acquisition. It's going to take a while to actually come to fruition, but we are pulling the trigger on a pool. So that hopefully that construction starts maybe before the year's end, and then maybe we can have it open in time for spring. I don't know.
Are you doing salt water?
Salt water. I'll try to find some pictures of it.
Hit me up because my wife and I have learned a ton in the first year of pool ownership. Yeah. So
it's a little. We're doing all concrete, salt water, spa. Nothing like crazy. It's a small. It's your pool. My pool, two of my pools that we're getting will probably fit in your pool.
Yeah, ours is 30,000 gallons.
Yeah, mine's, I don't know how many gallons this will be, but it's only like 23 foot by 14, 15 foot, something like that. With like a little 5 foot, 6 foot round spot. But we're gonna have all the, more patio space. We'll have the cage and all that good stuff.
That's awesome.
As you do when you move to Florida, you have to get, all these things. We're doing the checklist. We're checking them all off.
The Florida list.
Yeah, we've got a pet alligator. We got to have the Florida room. We're working. I got to get like an old broken down truck and put it in the front yard. I haven't done that yet, but I'm working on it.
If you can't find that, just get the busted lawnmower. You'll be good. You can pass with that.
A busted lawnmower, or if I can get like a toilet and put maybe put a plant in it, or a bathtub.
Wait, are we talking Dundalk?
That's gonna be lost on like the bulk of the audience.
Yeah. Thank you to those that are lost because
you know what? I think I also have to get like an old tarp and put it on my roof with some cinder blocks, just so I can fit.
That's kind of counterproductive. That's kind of counterproductive for your solar panels.
What you really need to do, get a couch and leave it by your mailbox and just put a spray painted sign that says free and just let it sit there for 3 years.
I'll spray paint it on the couch. Yeah. Couch. It says this is free.
See, we got somebody that knows. Yeah,
there you go. Well, I live in Polk County, Florida, which is you take the Dundalk areas, the Cecil County, that is Polk County, which is why we fit right in.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, the other man, myth, legend, and he recently put something up on YouTube as of today. Mr. Mike Rogers. Mike, how the hell are you?
Doing well, thanks. So I was messing around today and put together a first very poorly edited and poor resolution YouTube video up about fixing the Virtus shoulders. I got my replacements in last week and finally got around to doing it. And tonight I was kind of putzing around. So I said, I'll put it up because I had it split into two videos. So I was messing around with this editing software I had purchased back when I was doing a COVID purchase spree for all this stuff, and I finally messed around with it. So it's horrible, but it's up there. So only can go up from here. But
You need to send me a link.
oh, I definitely will. So yeah, feedback and critical criticisms are welcomed and whatnot. So,
Are you sure?
what did I get this week? Anything? Oh, yeah. So this week has kind of been like retro deals found on eBay. So first thing I found for $40 was an old Bad Cube special Sentinel Blaze, or their Diaclone version of Sunstreaker. And he's pretty cool. I like him. Definitely has a that dated feel, but the fact that like really cool ratchets, and for something that has no hard no die cast, I should say, it's pretty nice.
I like Spin Out.
I think I like the color and whatnot, so it's a good retro figure. And to go with the retro feel, I literally just got this guy in about an hour ago. But another crazy acquisition for under $50 was getting this KFC die stack.
Oh,
So he's pretty cool as well. And it was ironic that there was a certain YouTube video for a certain figure that was released today that
We'll be talking
hopefully is
about
the evolution of this. But, pretty neat. Other than that, I got my Blue Ninjas back. I let TM Reviews borrow them to review. And for add-on kits for hopefully stuff I'm going to build in here, from Etsy, from New Supply, I got some pieces, bits and bobs for my Deformation Space Seekers, and also his Acoustic Wave add-on kits. So something for Rumble and Frenzy, and an attachment that allows you to kind of like show the cassette springing out of Soundwave's chest.
Cool.
So yeah, I'll try to take some pics later on once I get it installed and see how it works out. But it was relatively cheap. New Supply. I like a lot of the stuff from that creator, and he has an Etsy page. So I got turned on to him from Team Reviews. So that's about all I have.
Awesome. So, T disappeared on us. I don't know whether he lost his connection or not. But,
I didn't even tell the joke.
Yeah, right.
See, even they thought it was funny.
Yeah, exactly. I guess I'll take his spot.
So Zero, how are you?
Yes.
I'm tired. I can't wait for this weekend. So I can actually enjoy a weekend. I worked all this past weekend. It's been 2 weekends in a row where I've worked. So I'm looking forward to having a work-free weekend, because this project has been murder, I tell you. But other than that, work being hell, life's been good. And I got some cool stuff in. I guess we'll start off with it was a lighter week. I got the rest of my Blue Ninjas. I was talking to Dave about this before the show. I have all the Blue Ninjas I need now, so I just need to get my Joe display set up. So that's actually going to go in this back corner of Fab Studios. So I'm really looking forward to get out and just kind of seeing all of my Cobra troops together, because I haven't seen them all together, and I'm excited, but I imagine it's going to be overwhelming when I get them up. I also, in the theme, what's that?
Did you see my posting about the fact that all my Joes are still boxed?
I did. It looked like a DVD display. I was like, I mean, all those boxes look so cool and cohesive together, but man, when you, knowing that you haven't gotten to enjoy those figures, it hurts just a little bit. Yeah. But on the theme of ninjas, I need one more Ninja Ranger. Got my yellow Ninja Ranger today, Aisha. So just need one more and I'm done, and I'm that much closer to being done, and I just need kind of Rita's Henchman and Ivanhoe's, and I can be done with Lightning Collection, save for the occasional monster here and there, because I'm really just doing MMPR and the occasional Boom Studios figure. And lastly, if you don't know, until Saturday, Target has a deal where all Transformers are 20% off. There's also Target Circle offers. There's one for $10 off a $60 or more purchase, and another $15% off in the Target Circle app. So if you don't have the app, get it. It's free, because I got this guy, or this set, if it'll focus. Boom. I don't know why I'm out of focus. This is Tonkinator. This was something I said I only wanted if it was on sale. And it is probably not going to exit its box. This looks nice as a set. If it would focus, it would look nicer. There we go. This is cool. When I was a kid, I had a lot of Tonka stuff. I also had the G2 Yellow Devastator, which I think was a KB Toys exclusive. So this ticks some nostalgia boxes for me personally. But, you know, for the price I got with all the discounts, I'm happy with this. But again,
what did it come to after the discount?
So it was under 70 after that discount.
Okay.
So it was like 68 or something. But you know, that comes out to
that's like $10.95 a figure.
Yeah. So if you can get all of those discounts to line up, I think this is worth it. The nice thing is, this is a nice heavy box. This is like the way they were doing the boxes before, and it's got plastic windows. I watched an unboxing video to satisfy that. It's actually got a plastic tray inside. The artwork on here is really cool. The 85 artwork. This is your Tonka Transformers crossover. I dig it. I dig it. I missed out on the Walmart reissue of Devastator. So this ticks some boxes for me, and I've been collecting the crossover figures, so it's cool. I don't need to open it. It's more of an investment down the road than anything. So
Okay.
But finally, you know him, you love him, you click on his videos. T-Man, how are you? What cool things did you pick up?
I want that.
I'm alright. And I got this big, fat, ugly, gross thingy.
I want it.
You should want it. He's good. Look at that. Look at his nipples. They're like very defined. When Hasbro found out they could do the nipples and get away with it, they went extra mile.
Please tell me that line's in your review.
I picked up Chaos Double Agent. It's been opened. I put them back in a box just so when I get ready for the review, I can hear all this rattling around. The review will probably be short, and I got some Wakanda Forever people that you're seeing on my channel already. Well, you definitely saw Riri right here. And Neymar just went up today. Our hair is up. Both our hair is poofy. I guess I'll finish off the people that I got with Nakia. Her face is, somebody at Marvel really loves her. Because it's like, it almost looks Hot Toys compared to any other Marvel Legends. And I did buy this little Colonel What's-His-Face from Avatar. And he is a like 1/18 scale figure.
Oh, wow.
Well, like I said, he's supposed to be in scale with the Avatar blue guys.
Yeah. The Navi.
Yes, that's it.
I got some crap to say about him.
Ugh.
But pretty much the gist before I do the review. If you ever watched my first McFarlane Toys Fortnite figures. I think those were him and the One Punch Man. Any issues I had with those figures, that's what this had. So I guess they're gonna have to perfect these little dudes. Like outside of the QC stuff I got with them, it's pretty much a shrunken down McFarlane with all the same articulation, even the toes in it. The toes are actually tighter than the ankles.
It's kind of nuts that they still put toe tilt on a figure that's that small.
Yep, that double jointed elbows that look ugly, and it has 2 balls on the waist. So yeah, and since it's so small and it's full price, it's able to have like an SH Figure Arts level of accessories. But I think that's it.
Awesome.
Let's get to the news.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. We're going to kick it off with the Transformers reveals from PulseCon. So
I wonder if what happened to me happened that day. All of a sudden, my sound went away, and I had to restart the PC. So I just went to my phone.
Yeah, it says he is unable to connect his camera and microphone. So
yeah, that's what it told me. So I was like,
Joe, I think your background noise is coming through a little bit.
Oh, is that me? You can hear? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to mute my mic then.
All right. So we finally figured out what Legacy Evolution was. It is just the second year of Transformers Legacy. If you watched the PulseCon stream, and I'm sure everybody here did, they basically are like, hey, we took the Energon weapon concept from and the modular weapons from Siege, and we've like just made a hodgepodge where they're no longer transparent plastic, and we're calling it Legacy Evolution. I wish that they would just do a Generations line and just be like, hey, we're going to do whatever Transformers we want to do, which is what they're doing now, and not try and act like there's a gimmick there, but I digress. We got some really awesome reveals here, and without wasting much time, we're going to get into it.
they called it something specific. I forgot what it is.
Yeah, like
they try to pretend it is like a specific name for it. The Fusion. Something Fusion.
Legacy Fusion or something. It was, the designer was like really into it.
And he has his spoiler that he can take off and use it as I'm like, you've been doing that for 20, 40 years.
Did you notice like all the comments in the live stream about the one guy being like high as a kite?
That's either he has a diagnosis or he really is high every time, because he acts like that every time. So I think it must be the way he acts.
When we do figure action, I like to kick some beers back. This is like my drinking night, you know. So I like to kick back and have fun. But like, man, when you're like at an event, like professional event, like, come on now. This Light Bright, I wanted this till I saw the price.
Yep.
I was about to say sold. Please don't break my heart.
$99.
Yeah.
But
it's huge, right?
It's big, but I mean, I could just, you could take this and figure out how many beads you need and what colors you need just from this high-res picture.
How big is it?
Let's see. It is 16 by 16 inches.
It's 6,000 little elite or little Light Bright pegs.
It's about twice the size as it needs to be, twice the price.
Yeah. Like Lego has these, but like when they do them with Lego, they give you multiple slates to make multiple pieces of art. I think they fucked up with this pricing.
I'm good with just looking at that picture.
Yeah, and that too. And then also, I love that this isn't living room. Man, my wife would kill me if I did this.
That's great. Like, you got a child and no internet.
Yeah.
Throw them that, yes.
Now we get into their lone Shattered Glass reveal. I think everybody kind of had an inkling this was coming. Shattered Glass Soundwave.
I think he looks pretty in those colors, and he looks better than the regular one, and for that body mold for some reason for me.
Yeah, I think this transparent blue looks really nice for the window.
But I shall ultimately be skipping.
Yes.
I'm
Especially
in
when
on.
they said. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I'm in on Shattered Glass. I like that they resculpted the head. I don't like the price, but I'm confused. Are you getting 2 comics with this guy?
I
can't
didn't pay
remember.
too much.
I'm thinking maybe just the one, but
Yeah.
I think the box has one cover or one art, and then the book has a different art or something like that.
Yeah, they mentioned a variation.
But the designer was able to get his own art in there.
Yeah.
What's his
And
name?
then,
Mark Clonis.
yes, follow him on Instagram. He does some good
Content.
galleries. This is the Netflix one, so that's awesome. There's a second chance for people to get this mold, so I think they should have just re-released it in Legacy. In all honesty,
but it's with the Siege cassette, right?
yeah, it's the Cybertronian Shattered Glass version of Laserbeak, and then I guess, yeah, did they change Ravage up much for that set? I can't remember.
I'd have to pull mine out to look at.
But
I don't think they changed Ravage. I know they changed Laserbeak because they had a bird head.
Yeah.
then Wickham says, Soundwave fan, and I am passing. That's. But Jedi Mindset has a good point here. I wish he came with a guitar. Yeah, that would have been cool. It's cool that they still molded on the headband. Like they figured out how they were gonna do it. I wish the headband was longer. They said that if they did that, they would have had it like factored in a removable piece. But it's like you all just did a Shattered Glass Ultra Magnus with no storage for the alternate head. So I would have been fine with having like a little soft plastic piece that tapped into the back, just if you wanted it. Next up, we've covered this. We've talked about it. The Orion Pax and Alpha Trion set. This was a PulseCon exclusive. This was not hard to get, and it's also been out in Asian countries for a minute now. So I did pre-order this through the when they had the links go up on Hasbro Pulse. Anybody else get this one?
Yeah, for now. Till I'll have a change of heart randomly.
It looks like the best versions of the characters we're going to get in Chug scale. It's not priced too
Definitely
bad.
Alpha Trion.
Yeah.
I'm happy they did do they did some retooling on him.
T7 Nowhere says, I'm going to gamble on another 40% off sale on PulseCon things. They are overpriced. I mean, I can definitely. There's a lot to say about the pricing on this stuff. It's such a gamble where do you wait for the sale or not?
I don't remember this being that high.
It wasn't. I think it was 60.
I think so.
But
yeah, this thing.
So they're doing core class Dinobots that combine.
People are excited, but I think people don't realize how those legs work. The little side pieces are really his real thighs.
Yeah.
Because the lower piece is connected and has the knee joint on it. Meanwhile, the crotch is just a fake prosthetic piece.
I got a feeling anybody who buys this figure is never going to turn it into robot mode.
And then the dinosaur mode. Look at that.
I
think
like
people
the idea.
Are going to be buying this is for the combined because because of the Volcanicus.
We got to see what that looks like first.
Well.
Anyone else find it ironic that it looks like he's sinking in a tar pit?
Yeah, maybe that's what they were going for. I don't know. The tails are really nubby. I feel like they're really going for that combiner. I'm getting these for the combine mode, but I like the idea of core class Dinobots. I wish they had a better idea of what they wanted to do with core class, to be honest.
This reminds me of the science fiction movie trope where you have all of the failed clone experiments. You're walking past all the vials and vats, deformed figures inside of it. That's this.
Or it's the island of unwanted toys.
Yes.
They want to release popular characters in the core class.
Yeah, they need to have, with the prices going up, they need to have like ways for kids and collectors on a budget to get characters they want. I think it's smart. I don't know. I just feel like
$10 used to be their awesome figure price.
Yeah.
God, I remember
now
those.
It's $12 for this.
Yes.
Next guy.
Next up, we're not going to spend. This. We knew this was coming. Sound Blaster. It's Sound Blaster. I love this mold, but
it's cool. It kind of has ankle pivot, and the colors are nice.
Yeah.
And he has both accessories that he needs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So it's also interesting too that they're adopting this as the official transformation, sort of.
Yeah.
Then we get Slug/Slag. He looks infinitely better than Sludge.
He does look, and he's got a waist swivel.
Yeah.
And he has real limbs.
Right.
What he's like supposed to be the upper chest or something?
Yeah, so we'll get into that because the designer, I believe it was Mark Clonis, has a gallery of how these combine. So it's like they're taking that Combiner Wars Volcanicus, but they're redoing it. So the interesting thing about what they mentioned is this is going to be a six dinosaur combiner. So I'm guessing Slash is going to get a new core class figure.
The thing is, I can already come up with 2 repaints for this. Then one, that'd be a perfect Monstructor.
Yeah.
And 2, they could do a select Dino King.
Yeah.
I'd
love a core class Predaking, to be honest.
Well, no, there's actually a reason why I'm thinking Dino King. For something else that got announced this week. Are we talking? We're going to talk about the shuttle.
We're going to talk about that because we're going to go into the Walmart reveals too.
But that's
they'll do G2 and G2 and Shatterglass.
Well, the shuttle is specifically from Victory. That's why.
Yeah. Breakdown. We've seen they kind of gave their BS reasons why it's a Wild Rider remolds. I believe TM Reviews mentioned that the whole reason that they have this shared hood piece is so they could emulate the spoiler on Breakdown. Oh, you did? Oh, yeah. So, yeah.
Like in that picture, I realized it. I was like, oh, it looks like the spoiler on his back.
Could have just put a 5mm port right here behind the head so that had storage, but,
We're going to buy them, and we're going to be upset, but we're going to buy it.
It's funny. There's a reason like why he's last. They're like, if people buy the first 4 Stunticons, we can do whatever for the 5th one, and they're stuck.
Yeah.
That was pretty much all the logic of Combiner Wars.
Yes.
Combiner Wars, they gave us 4 different molds at first, and then since everybody wanted the original characters, they replaced them with a repaint of a existing thing.
And then they just
Who was
reused the
missing
side
from the Stunticons at first? Wild Rider.
Wild
Yeah,
Rider, and they gave us.
left Wild
They
Rider
made
out.
Wild Rider an exclusive.
Yeah, Toys R Us exclusive and Amazon exclusive, I think it was.
Same with
In
Groove.
Japan.
That was really
Oh
weird.
no, Protectobots, they did get a new mold.
Yeah,
they
Groove got whatever not barricade. Rook.
Rook, yep.
Which was a cool figure, I have to say.
No, I mean,
Well, Superior
when they
did
made
too.
Groove,
They got
he
the
was a new
helicopter.
mold. When they made the motorcycle, he was a new mold.
Yep. And then Blastoff was a jet, which was a cop out for Bruticus. Yet they made that tank. Yet the Brawl, they only used that mold once. That was
No, they used them again in the Leo Kaiser set. That was
right.
Yeah, that was an Amazon. Akateki says Groove was an Amazon release. I remember that. So was the shuttle version of Blastoff.
Yep.
Groove was like the only Combiner Wars figure that had transparent plastic.
Because Blastoff came in Power of the Primes, and he also came with a Prime Master, just like Punch Counter Punch did.
Never did get him.
Yeah, they made us wait years for that.
All right, well, next. We got a lot of hype.
So, we'll get out of... so now we get Needle Nose. Needle Nose is a dual target master, as he should be. This is awesome. This is, I think, the first time we've got a dual target master in a retail figure since Scoop. Yeah.
And he's also a waffle master.
He is a waffle master.
I am surprised I'm surprised they didn't do Quake. I'm actually very surprised they never did.
They did do Quake
as a dual target master.
Oh yeah, I mean, but he still was in Titan's Return. I can see the price of that Titan's Return figure shooting up.
Spinister came with 2 fake target masters. Well, he had the 2 guns that was 2 different colors.
It kind of makes you wonder if they'll reissue Spinister and then throw in recolors as like some sort of exclusive.
That would be good. I probably wouldn't buy it. I got Spinister and the Autobot version of them. I'm good.
I'm calling it now. They're going to remake this guy into Dreadwing.
Well, I thought
we better do a different mold.
Yeah.
Or Darkwing.
It should be a whole new mold, hopefully.
Well,
I still have the Power to Prime version.
Oh, so do I. But I'm just saying, I'm calling it now. They're going to be remade. That's going to be remade into one of those 2.
Benjamin says he's got something between his legs.
Better he have something between his legs than she does.
I think if they do, they're going to wait because JT Prime's listing had the Prime version of Darkwing and Dreadwing.
Seems like if you own the Power to Prime version, the only reason to get this is if you want the target message and ankle pivot.
Evo Fusion.
I like this Evo Fusion gimmick. I have to say, it all impressed me. Like it was a gimmick that's not being. It's not wrecking the toys, and I think it's actually enhancing the play value.
I don't look at it as a real gimmick. It's something the toys always did,
right?
And they're calling it a gimmick.
I think they're just like bullshitting their overlords at Hasbro to be like, look, we made a new gimmick, even though we've had modular weapons in the War for Cybertron trilogy.
Look at this. Evo Fusion. I put the guns on top.
What is interesting, they said in the PulseCon stream that believe it or not, Breakdown is going to come in the regular Legacy box because they wanted to appease MISB collectors. So if you're collecting these MISB, your Breakdown will have the same sort of packaging as all the other Stunticons.
I applaud that.
And people with OCD.
What gets me though is they're continuing with the windowless packaging, which is par for the course, but they're doing this where the figures are now behind the cardboard, so it kind of looks like they're sinking in quicksand.
At least it looks you can tell they've been tampered with.
That's true.
They will be.
Yeah.
Those look good.
Target Masters, very basic, but yeah.
Fine by me.
And then we get Armada Hotshot, which
I never thought I'd be excited to say. I never thought I'd say I'm excited to get an Armada Hotshot.
Jam.
My shoulders hurt. This is the best looking Hotshot I think Hasbro's ever done, to be honest. There's only two things bad I can say about him. First and foremost, you don't get Jolt.
Yeah.
And secondly, I really don't like this inconsistency with the clip-on wheels. I understand why they do the clip-on wheels, but I wish that if you're gonna do them, make them consistent. I don't like these ones where they clip onto a post. I like where they peg in.
They even have a spot for Jolt. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like they put the gap for Jolt.
I was talking to Lance prior to the show, like if you know Lance, friend of the show. He was just like asking, like, do you think that if they're gonna do mini cons and core class? And I'm just like, I really hope they do.
That'd be perfect.
They might. That would make sense. Put 3 of them in there, but they're only going to do 2.
Well, we got We'll need Swindle. We'll need Jolts.
Yeah.
And Sparkplug.
Yep. There we go.
Yeah. I think though, if they sell that Armada Prime as a commander class, absolutely. He damn well better come with that Sparkplug figure.
My issue with this is I don't know how far his knees are going to bend with the windshield jabbing in the back of his thigh.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But other than that, it looks good, and it looks like what I wanted the original to look like.
I don't know that they show it, but they did show in the live stream, and it's on the back of the box that he does have the gimmick that the original toy had with the axles.
So, yeah, I am very pleased with this figure.
Yeah, the fact that they're incorporating all that, even if it's not mechanized, that's cool.
This is cool. No,
yeah,
this is cool.
So this is Scrap Hook. He's a brand new Junkion. And what's really cool about this is he is a weapon, like the replacement. The Junkions are the replacement for weaponizers and fossilizers in this line. They transform normally, but they come apart.
I love everything about this.
I love getting new characters, to be honest. Like
that goes with my list of everything about it. And the neat thing is, when they get other Junkions, you could put them all together as a huge clusterfuck.
What's his name? He's gonna make all those combiners out of it.
Oh yeah. You're gonna see like fan combiners for sure. They were talking in the live stream. You can actually take the front end of the car off and replace it with other parts.
Yeah.
And people are already showing, like, I don't think I have the link here, but I believe Marclonus was showing you can combine this with like the shattered glass version. I mean, I forget what his name was, Roichi, but still, you can combine it with previous weaponizers. It's all 5mm ports.
Also, like he looks like Energon Landmine.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
All they have to do is add the little caboose part and that'll probably be a leader class or Voyager. Well, no, it will be too much for a Voyager probably.
Yeah,
like it.
Inutabi says getting
back
two.
to the-
I pre-ordered 2 of these guys. To be honest.
I hope for the Decepticons when they start showing the Decepticon versions of them, that'd be a great way to put Lockdown, man.
Oh yeah,
He would
Lockdown
work
as a
well for that
Junkion.
gimmick.
Go back a little more to the other stage shot. Look at the ones with the there where they got the exhaust pipes on the wheel.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
was like, wait a minute, that's an official. Is that an official photo? But then on the box, they got it up on the back of the truck where it's supposed to be. I like it. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of like got a Mad Max.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Cool.
Mhm.
and you can put those exhaust ports then on Hot Shot, for example.
Yeah.
So anyway,
And they can do the cars crossover.
Yes. Yes. It's
Yes.
funny. I found that somebody made a meme where they turned this into Mater. They gave him like the eyes and the buck teeth. I sent that over to Patriot Prime. He sent that right over to Toy Hacks.
That might be official because they already have the relationship with Disney.
Yes,
Yeah.
sure. They could do it. They could do that cars cross. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, man, if you were to do any Transformers crossover,
Oh
cars,
my god!
like
And Hot
imagine
Shot
them,
would be a perfect Lightning McQueen.
or Knockout. Knockout is Lightning McQueen. Oh man, then when we get into Tarn, man, this is a Voyager class figure. I think
Pre-order.
this is the figure everybody's excited about.
Mhm.
They specifically mentioned, pardon me, they specifically mentioned they limited Waffles and they wanted him to be like clean backpack and everything.
It looks good.
I don't think I've ever been more excited for a Hasbro Transformer till this guy came out. Oh, maybe Jet. You know what? Jetfire had me. This has me just as excited as Jetfire.
Yeah.
And he has wrist swivel and opening fingers like a masterpiece.
Yeah, when I saw that they did this, I was like, man, they did everything they could to try and make this like a retail friendly MMC figure.
that's what I was thinking. I was getting ready to say, like, if this had come out around the time the MMC Tarn come out, it would have seriously cut into those sales.
Yeah, I mean, this definitely. I think if this was available, I probably, and I love MMC. They're my favorite third party company. But if like I had this as an option, I would have compared the prices and been like, yeah, I'm gonna stick with Hasbro for these.
Holy crap! I just had a thought. Whoa. Okay, keep on this alt mode. Take off those guns from the top. All right, stay with me for a vision here. Take off those guns from the top. For the 5mm ports on the side, you put long wings on there, and then somehow, if you could put a drill on the front, that could be Diatlas.
They could be. I'm gonna open up a new tab here because Alex Milne had a
Oh, the bludgeon.
yeah. So he shared this this sketch. We know Bludgeon's eventually coming. I was hoping he'd get his own mold, but yeah, this is probably getting retooled.
I don't think people should get their hopes up because I thought Dragstrip was going to be Crasher.
Well, I mean, the biggest difference here is we have a comic book artist sharing the artwork of a figure we know is in the pipeline.
Well,
and
I thought Bludgeon was going to be redone. They'd probably redo the Skullgrin mold.
I mean, that's I thought about that at first, but I think they will do it here with Tarn.
This would be better. Do we think that Tarn's mask comes off?
It does not. I believe they confirmed that, like in some of the questions post live stream. Also, the way he's packaged.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy without it.
Yeah, like I have my MMC where it can do that.
Somebody's gonna make a third-party face.
Yeah. DNA Designs will have their kit out, and they're gonna do two things. They're gonna fill in these cannons which is like the only spot that he's got waffles, and they'll probably do the some extra accessories and the head with the removable mask.
And I'll form the head.
Then it doesn't stop there. We get a Leo convoy, or I'm sorry, Leo Prime, and this probably looks like the coolest Leo Prime. I mean, I like this design a lot. This is more in keeping with Beast Wars.
And it has everything I hate about the design on it. So I'm gonna have to say it. Like, I hated the Leo Convoy design.
Yeah, I always liked it. I mean, I don't like when they have like the lion legs facing outward, but I really like the proportions on this. I like that it's more in keeping with Beast Wars designs. Like it doesn't have like that weird anime lion head. So
and it looks better than the other caps we had, I think.
Yeah.
It's definitely better value than the masterpiece.
Yes.
It looks as solid as Optimus Primal.
I'm
I think
actually
they could have named them Leo Primal.
Leo Primal probably would have been a better name.
I agree with that. I mean, you could use some paint on the eyes, but the fact they got the main gimmick is pretty impressive.
I think the only thing that ruined it for me was my buddy John sent me a meme he made where it was that scene from Full Metal Alchemist. Help me, Edward.
Oh, God.
Somebody says caption what the lion has seen, and there's a rainbow on his face.
I wish they'd show off like how they're doing the Matrix here. They mentioned in the live stream that he is going to have the Matrix, but I'm hoping it's the Beast Wars.
It's just gonna swing open and it's gonna be hard molded, and they're like that's how the original toy was.
Oh, I know, but I just wish they showed it. Like, is it going to be painted? Is it going to be, what's it going to be?
Convoy.
Just out of curiosity. And the interesting part about their stream is they said no leaders or commander class reveals. They blamed COVID. They said they're behind, and that'll be coming soon. I'm okay with that. Hasbro's been killing us with the frequency of their releases, so I'm okay with that. But I know a lot of people were upset that they didn't have anything to show. I mean, we haven't even gotten the Dragon Megatron yet, so take that for what it is.
Cool.
Do want to pull up real quick. We have those pictures of the combined mode for the core class. You get a little size comparison with the core class Prime. Then they were talking about how it's all going to utilize 5mm ports to combine. And here they filled in that Volcanicus mode with some fossilizer bits to give you an idea of, how big it's going to be combined.
And I'll form the ass.
What I actually find interesting though is that Slag is the head.
Yeah.
Not Grimlock.
Makes you wonder what Grimlock is going to be, considering that Sludge is definitely the torso. So
I got no problem with Sludge being the torso, but I find it interesting that Slag is the head.
Yeah.
He's going to be an arm.
Yeah, I think probably Swoop and Slash will be arms, and then Grimlock will probably be a leg, and then Snarl will be a leg too. I think they probably just wanted to do a better aesthetic for them. So, but cool stuff. We'll get into Walmart's Collector Con. So again, we got a ton of
Scrapper can pull off being a leg, so can Grimlock.
Right. Walmart Collector Con kicked off today. There's a bunch of stuff we've already seen, but a few things we haven't, so we'll cover that stuff. They're doing more G1 reissues, but these are worth talking about because they're not using stickers. So we're getting 86 movie releases, G1 releases. We're getting Hot Rod and Starscream, and these all have tampo details and what they're calling movie accurate paint schemes. What do you guys think about this?
I think they are nice, but I'm probably not buying it.
Exactly
Good
what
for that
team
one collector.
I like the box art. If it's on deep clearance, I'll get it for the box alone.
Yeah, I bought Hot Rod and Starscream when they were last reissued, and I honestly, these are coming in at Voyager price points, so
Hot Rod's
$33
got
a
the freaking
piece.
Target Master port.
Yeah.
Yep, I think Starscream, the first reissue of Starscream was higher than that. Like he was like 40 or
Yeah,
something.
he was. I got him when he was on clearance. I know our buddy Deluxe will definitely be getting this.
Mandatory.
Yeah, I did read that these are not using the safety missiles anymore. Like they're actually the length that they should be. And of course, he comes with that, that redesigned Megatron pistol. I like how Starscream looks without stickers, to be honest. But I think T, you brought it up that the crotch looks incomplete because they're,
The waist has the hole on the side too.
Yeah.
But this will be cool for somebody that never ever played with the original and they're interested.
Sure is, man.
It's always
Don't
worth
do
having
it. Don't do it. Every time I used to be heavy into buying reissues, and then I would buy it, put the stickers on, put them back in the box, and I didn't care about them anymore.
Now, this is the one that got raised my eyebrows.
Yeah. So, Galaxy Shuttle here. Yeah, he's part of the Velocitron Wave 2. And this one's interesting. I think he's... I like the idea of this, but if you know anything about Victory, he's way too small.
And doesn't transform correctly.
Yes.
Oh.
So...
Once I looked at the original toy, because I don't remember him, he transforms just like Armada Jetfire. So I was thinking they should have just made a new mold, and then they would have had two paint jobs right there.
Hi, Matt.
Hi, Matt.
Yo, what's up,
We
man?
are playing with a full deck here, folks.
Hey, guys.
Continue
on.
So, to your point, T, I was talking to Lance about this prior to the show. We know that they're going to inevitably do an Armada Jetfire. Why not just wait? And I think they should have just made this the toy deco of Astro Train.
Mm-hmm.
So
they'll probably do that. They'll probably repaint Armada, their new Armada, into this, and everybody's going to feel dumb that they bought this.
That said, I still like how this looks. I pre-ordered it.
I like that it looks
That's
like
why you're
space
part of the
cat.
problem.
I am part of the problem, but I can't deny that I like how this looks. I have no attachment to the character, and to me, it's a new character, so it's like, well.
Galaxy Shuttle didn't do much in Victory except fly people around.
Yeah, he was only a robot once, from what I remember. So, yeah, and these are all up on. They were on pre-order on Walmart's website.
I'm gonna probably end up buying that damn Hot Rod. I know it. Yeah. I'm gonna have to do Hot Rods, though I still haven't opened Studio Series yet.
Well, let's take a quick break from news to find out. Matt, how the hell are you doing? And did you get anything cool?
Hey, it's been a while since I've been on. I did get some stuff cool. I'm here. So the only really thing I have to talk about is the one thing I grabbed before I came over to sit down is that I was lucky enough to be able to grab the Four Horsemen figure obscura headless horseman. So he comes with a horse. He comes with alternate flaming heads. It's really cool. The It's not a complaint, but it's a thing to deal with. Is that the people that designed the capes for the Mafex series, also for this guy too, because this has a cape that went back for seconds. It's fully wired from the sides and the bottom all around, and it's wired at the top by the neck. So it's manageable, but I could have taken one about half the size. That's what she said, but it's still nice to, still looks good.
Now,
So-
when you take the head off, does it have like an empty socket?
So it's got two necks. The one in it right now. Here, I pulled the whole thing off. Let's see if I can get it. Still, so anybody that has Four Horsemen stuff, they're a little. They're kind of like NECA. You got to hit a bunch of them with a hair dryer. So this is the neck joint if you just want to use the pumpkin as a head.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't have the accessories with me, but there is a severed spinal cord part that goes in here.
Oh, badass.
If you want him holding his head. Hang on, let me get it. I'll show you. I'll be right back.
T7 Nowhere says he enjoys that figure.
Tifa Army.
So if you want him holding his head, then you take this attachment piece, push it in, and now he's got a
nice.
That's cool.
a severed stump as a neck piece. And here is the horse, which is absolutely massive.
Is it flocked?
It is not flocked, but it looks that good.
Wow.
I'm not like real big on Mythic Legions, but apparently this is a combination of their two available horses. The lower part of the body is apparently a part of this demon horse that's got horns, and then the upper part is from the horse that doesn't have horns. So it's like a bunch of different. And it's got like the sort of fiery flame effects, like not effects, but like just heated up hooves, red glowing eyes. It's heavy as shit. Like this is a heavy.
Wow.
This is a solid, man. The joints are nice and stiff. I sent a picture to the guys that it can do a rearing up pose if you balance it on its tail. So this thing it was pricey, but their figure obscura line is something that only comes out. They only have two figures in the line. It's this and Krampus. So I guess they're doing holiday based figures, but I have the Krampus and really like it. So, but yep, I was happy to pick that up. A little pricey, but end of the day, I got a cool figure with a bunch of accessories that really work, and a 1/12 scale horse to use in photos with like other stuff.
Did anybody else play Ghost of Tsushima?
I got about 2/3 of the way through it, and then I liked it so much I forgot to go back to it.
Just every time I hear the word horse now, I think about Jin.
That's my problem. I think I did like 5 missions and forgot to play it again.
It was good. It's just it was one of those games that became kind of overwhelming with all the stuff it wanted you to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm
Like
in
if
the
you
end
didn't
game.
if you didn't absolutely stick to the main storyline, it was like your map was full of waypoints and checkpoints. That's what I like about Elden Ring. Your map is clean. Like if you happen to stumble upon something, great. If not, then no problem. So that's really. I mean, I've got some stuff since last time I was on, but that's really the most recent, most noteworthy thing I'm excited about. Everything else now is considered old, and I'm not interested in anymore.
Play it out.
Until the next thing comes in. I should have New Age Jetfire hopefully by the beginning of next week.
Nice. Did you get that Show Z special pricing?
I did. I got him for $80, $86 shipped. So I was happy about that. So once that comes in, then the Headless Horseman here will be old news, and I'll, won't be excited about it anymore.
And you'll be offering it to me for like, no, I'm kidding.
I mean, we'll talk. 300, 400. No, I'm just kidding.
I got no need for that right now, so I got too many other things on the books.
Matt, your collection is much how I feel these days. Old and no longer interesting.
Oh,
I was there, and I can't believe in which the speed your pool was put in. That was amazing.
It went really fast. It's amazing. It's amazing what you can do on the internet these days.
Yeah, you can surf, you can tweet.
Now you can, and now you can order a pool online, and they just airdrop it to your house.
This guy doesn't even look like a train.
yeah. I want to talk about this because I've gone on the record and said I like these train bots quite a bit. So this weekend he's going to be the 4th release for the MPG line.
Calling this a masterpiece, Takara is truly running a train on their collectors.
Well, they're called masterpiece because the bot modes are in scale, and I think that is a blessing and a curse, because to get the bot modes in scale, they have to simplify things in order to make it work. And I've been getting these for the bot modes, so they're in scale. And then yes, I got the train joke, but my big problem with this guy comes from the fact that, like, yeah, he looks good in bot mode, he looks great in train mode. All these look amazing in train mode, but here's the combined mode. What do you do with this?
You attach that to the leg.
That goes on the leg?
The foot. Like when they show the full body, the full combined mode is attached to his ankles. Yeah, and that was like part of the original combiner.
I thought
I hope that guy has some ankle spurs, because with that backpack, he's gonna be back heavy.
Well, having one of the leg bots in hand, it does seem like it's solid. So the trade-off here is that he gets rid of, some of his body. The arm mode's going to be light. These wheels are all die cast, and they actually, in this listing, they mention how what the weight of this arm and shoulder is.
I think he looks the best so far.
Yeah, I agree with that. There's one shot in here, this shot right here, where he's got like one of the larger rifles. This looks cool. It looks like he has an ab crunch.
God,
I hope that combined mode is better than what I've seen of the prototype, because the prototype looks like a cluster.
As somebody who owns the Moon Studios, I can tell you my personal opinion.
That kind of
What's that?
Go ahead, Dave. Let it out.
I don't have a joke here. I'm just saying, usually when I see things in that kneeling pose of that kneeling pose shot, that's usually like, ooh, that's the part that makes me want to buy something. Nope, that's make my wallet stay in my pants right there. Like,
I mean, these definitely aren't for everybody, and I think the smart thing they did was putting these in as MPG. Like, I think most Americans are not going to have any attachment or care about these characters, and I think that, like, if at the end of the day, these are a pass for people that if they're not interested. I am a masterpiece completionist. I'm trying to complete my masterpiece collection, so I'm getting these. I have enjoyed these.
Good. Just
like none of these, like Shoki and Getsui, neither of them have been anywhere near close contender for figure of the year, but I have enjoyed them. They are figures that I've transformed from train to bot to their combined mode, and I have enjoyed them. And so these are figures that look terrible in photographs, like absolutely terrible, but I will say there is a fun factor to them. And a lot of that fun factor is, like, if you were to take these figures back 10 years ago, and this is like a compliment and an insult to the figures. If you gave them to yourself 10 years ago, you might have had more enjoyment with them.
What scale are they? Like the train scale? Like are they like model train? Will they fit on model train tracks?
They should.
I
I'm
believe
not
there's
a
a full scale, but I don't know if their wheels line up.
yeah. I'm not a train guy at all, but they feel like the same size as your standard model train.
Because I'm wondering if it is compatible with like an N scale or something like that. If
I would imagine that was probably part of their planning process. Somebody had to have thought of that.
People that are like model train fanatics that also are into Transformers, and that might also get them into this because it's something they could actually make. They could use their existing tracks.
I'll put it this way: they would have been stupid not to incorporate some kind of size. I'll look it up and see if anybody that is a
Watch
train
Lazy Eyebrow. I think he actually went into that because he loves trains.
You would not believe how big that hobby is. The model.
Oh, it's huge. It's absolutely huge. Jedi Mindset has a good point here, and he says Takara has really been determining to pump these guys out fast. And I think these are the fastest back-to-back masterpiece releases we've gotten in a really long time.
Yeah.
Well, you can watch my channel for my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, there is a niche group of fans, but Takara Tomy is interesting. Like, they cater. I understand they're based out of Japan, but they really cater to the Japanese audience without acknowledging the fact that there's a large audience in China and America and Europe.
All right, I looked it up, and my search results says that there are 48 single moms in my area looking to meet me.
That on the low end.
So there you go.
On the low end, Matt.
I like them.
The single moms or the car or the train?
Yeah, the single moms are cliff jumpers.
Equal opportunity.
I need this figure.
Looks good.
Yeah, we knew this was coming. MDLX Cliff Jumper 3 zeros. This is their only picture so far.
There's a whole photo shoot just came out. Let me send it.
Oh.
Yeah.
The paint job is way better than. I like this paint job way more than Bumblebee.
Yep, just when you guys started to go live, a whole bunch of pictures dropped.
Well, here I'm gonna go over to the 3-0 store here. So, okay.
There you go.
So, par for the course, you're getting a visored head, but I like the fact that this is not just a complete reissue of the Bumblebee head. This has different horns.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Gun looks about the same.
I've got Bumblebee posed with the mask on. I'm going to probably have Cliff Jumper unmasked. I love this head sculpt so much better than Bumblebee's.
I love the contrast with the grays. That's what Bumblebee
was
missing.
about to say that. Yeah. I really like that.
So I'm out on the MDLX line. I had pre-ordered everything out and decided to cancel because I had to pick a lane. But I think this is going to be a good companion piece to Bumblebee, so I'll probably end up getting this guy
right here.
JJ Prime Reviews said the only problem, and I agree, the only problem, he's got the wrong feet. He's got the VW feet.
Yeah. Yeah, he's right. I mean, it's not a deal breaker for me.
Me either.
But if they were willing to resculpt this head,
right.
It would at least be nice if they could have given him the Porsche feet.
No, Cliff Jumper has always been a repaint of Bumblebee.
Yeah, that's why it's okay in my book because it's not unheard of. There's precedent.
That goes right
that's
there.
What they want us to. That's what they want us to think.
Yeah, I wish that they had given us like a bazooka instead of that machine gun looking thing. But like, again, like when you see these, like this shot here, they're different enough. Yeah, I'm in. And then
yeah.
Also, he's coming in. Now they've price hiked a little bit. Instead of 60, he's now 70. But I can take that. I mean, that's not that big of a price hike,
Right.
especially knowing the quality that you get with these guys.
Remember when stuff used to go up $2?
I know, right? All right, next up, we got a. So this is courtesy of our good buddy Antoine, Third Party Unlimited. He posted a link to this. This is on the Weibo for Magic Square. This is their Light of Peace. Now we saw some early pictures of this guy, and they have a big gallery now. This looks really good.
Excited. I cannot wait for this guy.
So
unfortunately, I am not free.
Pretty much.
I share the sentiment with T. Like, I have MP44 twice. I have one official, one KO.
So let me ask you this, and this is something that I was thinking about the other day. Do you think, and there's no right or wrong answer, besides the, you know what? I'm not even going to say that. I was going to say besides the finish. Do you think this guy looks as good as MP44?
I think it looks better, to be honest with you.
Absolutely.
It looks good. At first glance, I could think that they're the same tool.
So that question leads to this observation that they were able to pack in. Magic Square was able to pack in as much, if not more, articulation with an infinitely more simple transformation than MP44 on something that looks this good. And that's kind of why I've been collecting MP primes, is that progression of simplicity from, like, the TE prime looks great, but it's not the most simple to transform, and it's got articulation issues. MP44 looks great all around, but it's got that big ass backpack, and it's a pain in the ass to transform. I mean, it's not bad, but this thing is so simple and blows away in all modes.
What I really like about this is in robot mode and in truck mode, you don't see a lot of seam lines. Like in truck mode, you see the seam lines, but
right?
It's not
a real truck is not completely flat surface. It's got seam lines. It's got rivets. It's got, it's actually made. So
yeah.
And then they're extra smart that they give you two fifth wheels, one that's compatible with MP10's trailer and one that's compatible with MP44's.
Well, the one thing that's 100% better is the hands.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. Matt, you alluded to you started to say something about the finish, and that's the one thing that I think I will hold off.
Right, because it's Magic Square.
I don't mind this finish at all, but knowing that there's going to be an inevitable painted,
premium finish version,
a premium finish, a metallic finish, or this or that, I'll hold off.
Yeah,
I think a clear coat would have really set him over the top.
And I'll say this because I have, I collect a lot of their newer Legend scale figures. The I guess it's nylon. The material that they make their products out of now is ridiculously strong. Like it's probably the most durable. They're probably the most durable figures I have in my collection, Transformers wise.
So Jedi Mindset says he worries about the shoulder joints. It looks like they won't hold up, but if your experience with the shoulder, if the materials is, they're very durable.
I would say Jedi Mindset that I personally wouldn't worry about that. Now, I will. The caveat is that their previous MP version, their what is it, Light of
Freedom.
Their Light of Freedom version 1 had loose joints from the get, and it got worse.
Yeah.
So that is true. But that was because of pins, not because of the materials.
I really like this here with the hip skirt.
Yeah, more they're doing that. Legend scale figures are incorporating that more and more.
Oh, that's MP44. And it works
MP44.
the same exact way as MP44. Like when you bring it forward, they might not come all the way back out, and you got to do it manually.
Yeah.
MP44 had the same, but like you look here, this like the big rectangle on the pelvis. Like I like that stays intact. It's a small detail, but like when you
on MP44, it stays intact.
I got to mess with mine.
What was it? I can't remember in that demonstration video. I can't remember if the shoulders had ratchet joints. But that's
Yeah, it's all staying in one piece.
yeah. I pose that thing so much.
So I'm
If
excited
the shoulders
about
are on ratchets, hopefully
Now-
they'll stand up.
I see the rivets here.
Yeah. I saw a post a few days ago that this figure is a limited run. That it's only going to be 1,500 pieces produced. I don't know if that's true or not. I read it on the internet. And the internet is the same place that Joe ordered his pool. So it's got to be correct.
Well, this is a November release?
Is it? I don't know.
Yeah, I believe he's coming soon. I mean, he looks like he's ready to get a production run. I also really like that his antenna aren't paper thin. Like
That is nice.
Yes.
they look the part. I like that you can see clear, defined separation, but I wouldn't worry. Like I worry about my MP44s being exposed to the wrong temperature. And funny enough, my KO MP44 I did not store in a climate-controlled environment. When I took him out, the battle-damaged head, like the antennas had curled up.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go on the record and say this. This does look better than MP44.
That's
Even
two
like
of us.
the top part of his body is like straight flat without a whole bunch of breaks. MP44 doesn't have that. And it looks like the neck articulation might be better.
I
think
really
the only
like.
thing it didn't have is the waist tilt that
Yeah.
MP44 has. But other than that, same articulation and better because of the hands.
Yeah. I really like how he can pull off Svet and stocky. Like here he looks stocky, here he looks very athletic and Svet. I love the proportions on this guy. I just don't think I have the budget or space for him in my collection.
Man, cancel one of those train bots, man. You don't need that
There
shit.
you go.
Yeah, I do.
He's gonna own it. Let's not
It's a
listen to all
crime.
that.
But like Joe said, it's also Magic Squares, so there's probably going to be, umpteen versions of this thing.
That is true.
I
All
don't know.
right. We're going to move it along. We're going to talk some legends now. We're going to talk Iron Factory. We don't get to do that too often. Also, from Third Party Unlimited, Antoine highlighted this. We get the Iron Factory Samurai Series Ironhide. This looks really cool.
Yeah,
I like it.
I really like how they take his old base, like, and they turn it into like a weapons rack here. You can also have him be like this battering ram.
That's
It's
Rolling
a thing.
Thunder. Yeah.
It's a thing you can
I hope
do.
it comes together well.
Yeah.
The two I have, like in their alt modes, they are not a cohesive alt mode.
I like it. I mean, they got this. If I could have the money, I would just do the samurai line. I think I would be very pleased with that as a run unto itself.
Stop collecting G.I. Joe.
But he
Since you
enjoys
don't
it.
open them.
And
All right, next guy.
lastly, for our third-party news, because we got a lot to cover and not much time. Wing Girl, which is Bingo Toys. I like Bingo Toys. They got a bad rap from their Wave Man, but I really like that figure. Their Wind Girl should be shipping very soon. There is a user out of Hong Kong who got one and shared his gallery. Of course, the first shot is her butt. You get some nice cheeks.
Matt.
Yeah, they look to be some airbrush cheeks going on there. We get her compared to a Legends Windblade.
Any pictures of her?
Mine, who just clicked that? Who just put the spoiler?
Probably Dave.
Spoiler, Matt. Yeah, that's
it's not only will buy it, but it is paid off and waiting to ship.
Oh yeah.
It's actually going to go to Sony for review first.
Oh, good, because I can't.
Look at that. It looks like she's expelling that stand.
I like that she comes with the stand. I really think that's an awesome accessory for her. These hands are awesome.
I think that stand is necessary looking at those feet. And how backwards she is.
I'm curious to see like how well she balances. Like, the Bingo Toys Shockwave or Wave Man, he had a good distribution of die cast of plastic.
I'm just saying, I think I'm glad they're including a stand for her, because I've got a feeling if she didn't, things would be a lot. If they didn't, she'd be a lot more frustrating.
She might be alright as long as the feet aren't like Nicey. I think Nicey's feet are on ball joints.
Yes.
But I thought this RC, looking at this backpack, I was like, she's never going to be able to stand. The Jedi mindset is in my way.
Oh.
I was like, she's never going to be able to stand, but she's completely stable.
I like how this jet mode looks. I wish that the cockpit, though, was like a yellow translucent. That's my only nitpick to this. But I'm just waiting for my pre-order arrival notice like Matt is.
How much is this?
She was cheap. She was like $100.
Yeah, say she was 95 from Show Z.
Yeah. The paint apps are very, very well done. A plethora of faces here.
She looks good.
So, yeah, this to me looks to be like the next Nicey. So I'm excited for her. I would have, outside of like the one picture they have with that legend scale, I wish they'd done some, kind of contemporary size comparisons here. But I think she'll fit in pretty well with like my MMC stuff.
Random photographers on the internet never do the thing you want.
That is true.
Well, I got a little update here because I'm actually shopping right now, and it is $85 on Show Z in stock.
Excellent.
Ooh.
So I mean, you have to pay shipping on, I think. So
There you
probably,
go. So
probably $100.
yeah. All right, let's get into our non-Transformers news. But we're still going to talk about a transforming figure. I had, and many reviewers had their qualms with the first Zord Ascension Project figure. We know the next one coming out is going to be the Dragon Zord, and now we've got this is Power Rangers in Space, the Astral Zord. Dave, I know you're actually excited for this one.
I am. I'm just trying to talk myself if I want to get it or not. I mean, there's things I absolutely like about it. The presentation for this was great. I mean, this is going to be huge. It's big. It's bulky. It's got metal.
They're reusing the hands from the exact same hands from the first Megazord.
I think the paint is awesome.
Most Megazords pretty much all had the same hands. It was a guy wearing black gloves. So I like it had a cockpit in there. I like both modes. So
Yeah, that silver
in-
paint. Rough.
So I mean, I'm not pre-ordering. I'm gonna wait to see how it is in hand. So just let somebody else get burned. I hate to say it like that, but
I didn't pre-order. I'm hoping that like when this comes out, GameStop will have a sale again.
yeah.
And then
But
I
as
feel
far
like
as the
the
initial presentation, I like it.
yeah.
I think you
feel
should
like
pre-order it, Dave.
Dave's got enough on pre-order right now.
Power Rangers in Space doesn't have like the following that Mighty Morphin or Zeo or I really think was it with the Galaxy Rangers or I'm sorry, the Time Megazord would be like probably like the biggest one they could do. I'm excited for this because it doesn't need the engineer. Like the problem with
I would love if they could pull off the Time Megazord, especially accommodating both gimmicks with the Time Zord turning to two different types of Zords. That would be phenomenal. But I mean, this is a great Megazord. A lot of people were clamoring for the Thunder Megazord. I'm actually kind of pleased they skipped it and just kind of showing a commitment to doing the other Zords.
I
normally,
agree. I'd like for them to hone their craft too before they got to the Thunder Megazord.
I mean, if I was going to ask, Thunder would be good. Even the Ninja Zord, not the Mighty Morphin Ninja Zord, but the other Ninja Storm Megazord would be another good one for them to do.
Yeah, and I'd really like for them to like, you know, at least for like John Warden to like kind of hone their craft doing these because I feel like the Dino Megazord should have been a sure thing, and there were small engineering, I guess we'll call them gaffes that held them back, and I'd like for them to figure out how to avoid those missteps, you know, as they move forward.
Which Zord is it that has the emergency knee to the balls button?
That would be the movie Ninja Zord.
Okay. Is that going to be a play feature when they release that into this line?
As long as it's got if it has bendable knees, yes.
Okay.
Do you want it to look like it did in the CGI?
Hell no.
I want an Ivan Ooze to look like it did in the movie.
Oh my goodness, that would be that. And God, what was Lord Zed's Megazord? Serpentera.
Yeah, well, Serpentera would be.
Yeah. Give us those bad CG Megazords and Serpentera. I can die happy.
I am marked safe until this is well under $100.
That's why I say GameStop. GameStop. Because they like. I'm not upset with what I paid for the regular Megazord.
You and Shartimus next.
All right. Well, Shartimus also liked the movie Megazord, so don't group me with him. We're not gonna spend too much time on this, but the Power Rangers Cross Street Fighter, they are not stopping. We got to look at Cammy and Ken from PulseCon. These look pretty good, to be honest.
Needs more unmasked.
They look great. The effect parts are awesome. I just have no need.
Yeah, I was fine with Ryu and Chun-Li and calling it a day. So I'd really like to know. I like that they got Cammy's button here. Whoever did that, they got her. Yeah, they got her braids in her butt. So hey, that's pretty cool.
If they had unmasked face, I would probably buy all these.
For the price they're asking for these, like you think that they would, because they're like, especially with like Ken. What necessarily here says that it's Ken? This looks like the Power Armor Red Ranger. Yeah.
Isn't he like? Aren't these like the same size as that morphed Shredder?
Yeah.
They're probably using the same body. I was wondering how they're going to use that body again.
And they're just like, yeah, fuck it, we're just gonna make a whole bunch of Street Fighter characters.
Sad part is, I almost want the effects just so I can get into the Jada toys, because the Jada toy ones don't seem to have effect parts.
Yeah. Yeah, these are like I pre-ordered the Ken and the Chun-Li, and I was hoping they would call it a day there. I'm not going all in on a line of these. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Looking at the Cammy, I think they put all the effort into that.
Yeah.
Because that is definitely Cammy.
I mean, I love the hands. I absolutely love the lower arms, getting those gauntlets on her just right. But...
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
There's some love in here.
Double elbows.
Jedi says the green and baby blue is not mashing well. I kind of disagree, but I see like where he's coming from.
Of her alpha costume.
Yeah.
I agree with him. I don't like that colorization, to be honest.
It's Namorita.
Hmm.
That's why I see. Random thoughts. Sorry.
Next up, we're going to go into Lightning Collection Wave 13. These pre-orders went up. These are shown off at PulseCon.
Jesus.
Dave, are you in for any of these? Because
definitely in for the Dino Thunder blue and the Beast Morphers yellow. I have no, even though I bought Dino Charge red, I have no connection to any of those characters. I like that they're finally completing 2 teams, but what I don't like is that these final figures of these teams are all using pinless joints and basically are looking better than the rest of the team.
Yeah, that's
I don't mind.
Downside.
Like, I don't mind them incorporating new stuff, but if it's like keep the teams consistent.
Yeah.
Dino Thunder will be finally.
I pre-ordered the Beast Morphers Yellow Ranger.
Yeah, I mean, all we need left is then silver from Beast Morphers, and then I think the Dino Thunder team will be complete.
Yeah, outside of Mighty Morphin, Beast Morphers were the only other ones I collected. And I actually did watch the episodes.
They weren't horrible.
They were watching me, probably.
Now we're going to get into our G.I. Joe reveals. Before we get into, did anybody miss Serpentor?
Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome.
I want to talk real quick about the controversy of Serpentor because, man, I've been a Pulse Premium member.
Minutes.
Yeah, and it's like Hasbro, I think, doesn't understand their consumers because, like, I understand Pulse Premium and its purpose, but it's like they sold the bulk of the stock this time for Serpentor to Pulse Premium. It did not impact me whatsoever, but you know, I did have a number of friends who were unable to get Serpentor, and that bums me out. And you know, you can say, you know, well, you know, they could have been Pulse Premium members. I just don't think it's fair when Hasbro Pulse is supposed to be this direct line of sales, and they explicitly say where fans come first. I don't. Yeah.
I broke down and bought it. I bought Pulse just so I can get this.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, so you're spending $50 and then turning around, and that's you're turning around to buy an $80 figure. You're getting, they're giving you shipping on it, but it's just like
order enough stuff throughout the year so that it'll equal out for free shipping.
Yeah, because shipping was like $12, so you're saving. What, lunch?
Right.
Expensive lunch.
Yeah.
I mean, I passed on the barbecue sentence I never thought I'd ever say in my life. And the Outback, I'm still on the fence for because I got the Tiger Force Outback coming in, and I kind of like that one a little better.
Same.
Yeah, I passed on Marauder Barbecue because like I have no attachment to this color scheme, whatever. I got 2 Crimson Bats. I got Falcon CoverGirl. I reluctantly ordered Outback. I have the other version of Outback coming.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I didn't order any Outback and I didn't get any barbecue. I'm cutting down on my red meat.
Yeah, they have their their galleries here. I like how barbecue looks, but it's just like I don't need another one. And again, like this color scheme, it's a retread. There's no new accessories. There's nothing. There's no, And in all honesty, this
photo, by the way.
What's that?
Pop its head off and put your selfie series head on it.
You know what they could have done? Well, first of all, this should have been like the Cobra Island barbecue, and second of all, if they wanted to sell this one after the fact, he should have come with like the unmasked head.
Yeah.
Why are they away?
This backdrop is beautiful.
Yeah.
The duck lips, what?
Maybe it's Maybelline.
CoverGirl looks great. I
she looks, that artwork looks like Squirrel Girl to me.
It does look like Squirrel Girl.
Looks like Kim Possible.
Or Erin Insurance, remember her?
Oh.
Oh God, Jedi Mindset says their slogan should be "Where money comes first." He ain't wrong.
Yeah, then they laid off a bunch of people. But that's another story.
After everything else I've been reading about Hasbro lately, yeah.
Crimson Bats.
Yeah, 2 of those.
Yeah.
Same.
Interesting here that they've got like the same cardboard box that like the Ninja accessories come in.
I like the fact it's got 2 dual arms.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like all of them might have one of those boxes in there. Because the way they're doing their presentation is better than Marvel Legends team. When I opened up my Mojo and jumped out all the parts, it's like I just felt like I had a box full of trash.
See, I like the classic Outback more than the Tiger one. That I had the original one as a kid, so
I mean, both look good. Both look really good.
I don't remember Outback at all, but I like I already pre-ordered the old guy, and I like him.
I really like this art that they have for him too.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get our Falcon here.
Least excited one of all of them for
me. Oh, go back one picture. He looks like he belongs. Without the hat on, he looks like he belongs in Team America.
He does. Dang.
He's the hot rod of G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Literally.
He got
Don't
Duke
worry.
Too.
But Duke recovered from the coma.
Hey everybody, Duke's gonna be okay.
Duke was never seen again.
Yeah, he looks alright.
Yeah.
And but wait, there's more because we also today got a couple pre-orders that went up for Walmart's Collector Con. Yeah. So there are the only thing I wanted out of this were the retro Crimson Guards. These are the Crimson Guard with a different head sculpt.
And a brighter red.
A brighter red, I guess, and the stand. I like these. I pre-ordered 2 of them. And that gives me all my, and I will open these. They are not going to stay on card.
You know what their faces look like? Stormtroopers or something.
They do. I like it. They kind of look like late 70s like androids or something out of Logan's Run.
Cylons.
A little bit like Cylons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I skipped. I didn't try to pre-order.
The Commandos, Snake Eyes, I skipped. I mean, I already have the Snake Eyes with Timber. I mean,
I technically have 2 Snake Eyes and Timbers.
But is he pinless? He is.
yeah, this looks great. And if you don't have a Commando Snake Eyes, this is a great option.
Yep.
I like the the little teal like accents they have going on here. Yeah. But again, this one's a definite cash grab. I mean, they're doing all these retro ones.
That's good for the people that don't have any Snake Eyes.
Yeah.
Which is
I
hard
have
to imagine.
These sold out really quick on Hasbro Pulse, but last I checked this evening, they were still up on Walmart's website.
Yeah, we're not saying that that's a bad figure, and it's pinless. So if you don't have them,
yeah,
grab it.
Yep.
So let's see here. I'm going to try and condense this because we're going a little long tonight, folks. So I want to try and condense this. Let's run through the Marvel Legends real quick here because I don't know. There wasn't too much interesting coming out of Marvel Legends. All this stuff's up for pre-order. We get what I like to call
pre-order.
What's that, T?
That's an awesome pre-order.
Yeah, it's funny. Like this, they had the modular Iron Man last year, and we were talking about a third-party company doing this canon effect. Hasbro took it upon themselves to release a deluxe.
I still might buy it. I still haven't ordered it yet. I still might.
My modular Iron Man is mint and sealed box. I never opened him. I might sell that and get this, to be honest with you.
I'm mad that I bought it because this is what I wanted.
This to me
It
is
looks
like
better
the
than the
perfect.
It actually, yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
And the gun is bigger than the Mafex. And they gave him a stand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I really like how you get the 2 helmets, the Tony Stark head, all the effects pieces. You
Multiple
get
hands.
Yeah, multiple hands. This is like what a deluxe set should be.
Not just Tony Stark,
yeah,
but Senior Stark.
Yes. And Jedi Minds, that's right. He said, I'm surprised at the price of this. Yeah, I mean, this is an amazing set for what it is.
And the presentation.
Yeah.
This right here is taking the G.I. Joe route.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I have no connection to him, but I guess when he's in store, I'm going to have to buy it because of Mojo.
Yep.
Pre-ordered. He's Shatterstar's dad.
Wasn't he in the Mojo 3-pack from Amazon?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that means that, yeah. Well, technically 4-pack, but yeah.
A 4-pack?
She's sold out. I couldn't get her, and hopefully I'll find her in stores.
Oh, Jean's back up.
Okay.
I'm looking at it. right now.
Oh God,
So.
I can't buy it right
On Pulse?
Well, you can
Yep,
pre-order
on Pulse right now. Ships out May 1st, or if it's like G.I. Joe, it'll ship out in 2 weeks.
God, we really have to have a talk about like Hasbro and moving their dates because
the perfectionist in me wants this Jean because she has the pinless double elbows, but I already got her when she has 3 extra heads and the same effects.
Do you have her in the Dark Phoenix costume though?
Yeah, the one that came with Scott.
Oh, that's right.
If I see it in the store, it might be an impulse buy.
We ordered him. I'll have my Brotherhood of Evil Mutants.
I don't know him at all, but I hear he's a major Wolverine person.
Yeah, it's Avalanche.
When if you ever read Days of Future Past in the X-Men, that's where Mystique appeared, Pyro, Avalanche was there. We just need Spiral was actually part of Freedom Force as well. So pretty much all we need now is Destiny, and I so need Spiral. Cannot wait for Spiral.
Yeah, so Spiral was the only one of these that. Well, actually, I take that back because I also pre-ordered Cyclops. But yeah, this Spiral looks amazing, and I'm especially happy with like the price she's coming out at.
6 pinless elbows, and each one has a weapon.
And they're all double jointed.
I pre-ordered her before anything else.
Yeah.
She could have been a Build-A-Figure. Each figure came with an arm.
Yeah.
Well, she's regular price.
Yeah, she's regular price. She's a ton of accessories. It doesn't look like they're compromising at all.
Mm-mm.
And
an extra set of hands, just because.
Yes.
Are they both left hands?
Yeah.
No, they're. Well, are they?
Yep.
I'll go back to. Oh yeah, they are.
I can't remember if I pre-ordered that Wolverine or not.
I didn't.
I toyed with the idea, but I can see him going on clearance.
Yeah.
You know,
I am Wolverined out.
I felt bad about myself when I bought the Heat Claws one, especially since he's now like $12.
I think I was tempted to buy it just so I could pop the legs off and put them on Cyclops, just so I could have proper legs on my Cyclops.
I have like 4 Wolverine. I might have 5 actually if I include the Spock one. I got more than that.
And then we get Multiple Man.
Skip him.
This isn't like a costume that I really like associate with Multiple Man. I always think of like the trench coat, classic costume design. Well, why is that going at Power Rangers? That's bizarre. But there is also a 90s Cyclops. I don't know why this is going right into. Here we go. Yeah. So
looks good.
Yeah, I pre-ordered this because
Cyclops pisses me off. I need it.
Why is that, Dave?
Because this is the Cyclops we should have gotten, except it's cell shaded.
The cell shading on this one isn't too egregious to the point where it's a deal breaker for me.
Yeah, in person, the ones that I've seen, it's almost like it's non-existent. You don't see it.
He's got the freaking butterfly joints. He's got the fans are going to fall down his legs.
And the chest part is actually glued to the body, so it's not floating. He has multiple hands for once instead of just the eye touching hand.
I mean, all he needs is just an effect part that plugs into his visor, and it'd be like perfect.
Or a leather jacket.
Yeah.
But
you know, when X-Men 97 comes out, you know that they're gonna, So
I'm hoping,
and I imagine when that comes out, no cell shading.
Yeah, I'm holding out for that. Then I think I'll be okay.
Good luck.
Yeah, I think we've talked about this Daredevil Electra pack already.
It's a whole lot of pass.
So yeah, it is a whole lot of pass. Well, let's see. I'm gonna try and fast pass this here. We're gonna try and breeze through Star Wars real quick. I don't think that there was all that much to talk about.
Matt's not here. None of us are buying it.
Yeah, there's a bunch of Andor stuff, bunch of vintage stuff. I mean,
go to Target. You might actually find some of it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Next we'll skip over Star Wars. I do want to
when
talk
does the
about
holiday stuff come out again?
The holiday stuff.
Yeah, the holiday versions.
Oh, that's
we talked about this last week.
Yeah, the end of October. But there is for Walmart's Collector Con the Halloween Chewbacca is up for pre-order now.
Cool.
So if you want a Wookiee holding a McDonald's pumpkin pail, there you go. Indiana Jones. Yeah, this one they're doing all Raiders of the Lost Ark for this first wave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and these look pretty good, to be honest.
They look good. They're built like Black Series because they're using the same team.
Yeah. Single jointed elbows though for
Yep.
Indy.
Same team.
Yeah. Same team. That's Star Wars Black.
Only ball joint at the waist.
I will probably just pick up Indy and I kind of want Toad for the effects piece for the head, the melting face, but at the end of the day, I probably will just get Indy.
Indiana Jones was PG.
Yeah, they
Yes,
created
Indiana Jones-
PG-13 for Temple of Doom.
Yeah. It's also the only movie to ever go on TV unedited for television.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's why whenever it was on TV, it was always 2.5 hours opposed to 2 hours.
I might get that guy so he can be a guy to the Cobra or something like that.
I was gonna say I was gonna get Tote just to be like the Hydra's interrogator, and she has a monkey.
A non-articulated monkey, but
no fig, no lie.
And a frying pan.
and a frying pan.
You can give that to Deadpool.
What's interesting is they have this build an artifact, which is very interesting. You can build the Ark of the Covenant if you collect all 5.
Which is cool, but
yeah.
I'll put them on my top shelf. Top shelf.
I see what you did there. I like how they have this picture going on here where the Covenant's opened up.
Mm.
I mean, cool, but yeah. Maybe
all right. Man, there's a lot of NECA to talk about. I'm gonna pull up this story and then we're gonna go to NECA's NYCC display before we close out. We predicted this collectively, I think.
Yep.
Fan of the opera Casey Jones, the Universal Monsters Turtles crossover.
I actually might get. That's the only one I might get.
Yeah, this looks really awesome. All of these are coming with alternate faces too. So
can we get Cerrone games out of here?
Wait, I didn't see what he said. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to click off that. Let's go right into NECA's display at NYCC, and we'll wrap up the night here because we're going late. So anybody that doesn't know, NYCC, we had PulseCon, the Walmart collectors. Well, what did they call that?
CollectorCon.
CollectorCon, yep. And then now we actually have New York Comic Con proper. So we've seen Broadway already, but let's just go through their setup here. They are still going strong with their Toon Turtles. It looks like they're filling in more of the obscure characters. I think I'm about done, though. I do see one that I kind of want here. We'll get to him. So you're getting I forget what version of Usagi this was, and I believe is that Genghis Frog roided out.
That or a Battletoad.
Yeah.
Who was that female ninja?
That one, or you talking here?
Correct.
I really, yeah. Is that
she was on the original cartoon?
No, it's just, but it looks like a cartoon version of her.
Yeah, I'm good with these. I just needed the original cast.
Yeah. Rex right there is the only one that I think that I'm really like, okay, I'll bite. Because I remember that episode, and I love that episode and the design. So, depending on how they release Rex, I might be interested in that one. They're getting more into their comic stuff here.
I gotta be strong on that. I gotta be strong.
Yeah, like Splinter's looking really good. The Ultron's looking awesome.
Utrons.
Probably we'll get the comic turtles. Last Ronin definitely getting.
I do have Last Ronin on pre-order.
Pass.
Yeah. So we get a look at the Invisible Man Don right there. He should be coming out soon. Another look at the Phantom Casey, which really looks good. I like that soft goods cloak on him.
Mm-hmm.
Dawn looks good though, with the hollow head, and you can see the pizza in his shell.
Yeah, that was well done.
More Secret of the Use stuff. They're reissuing Toka and Razor. I think this is actually the second version of Super Shredder that Walmart had, not the which I think works better. Secret of the Use Shredder, I'm definitely picking up. Getting a comic Ray Fillet, I will probably pick him up. And then we're getting into Gargoyle stuff. So Ultimate Broadway.
Well, that stuff was already shown at the last time.
Well, we got some so we get some new stuff going on here. Yeah, we get Angela.
Baby Angela.
I don't know his name. Yeah. Thalog's already been shown off, but we're getting Steel Claw. So Lexington, I don't think Lexington has been shown off outside of like a teaser.
Lexington.
What was that, Dave?
That's the first time I've seen Lexington.
I thought there was a teaser picture of him.
Teaser, that's the first time we've seen the figure.
Hudson's hitting stores now. I haven't personally seen him. But yeah, now we're getting our first look at a Xanatos figure, as well as the Steel Claws, or Steel Clan. Given NECA, I'm assuming they're going to have an unmasked head for Xanatos here.
Hopefully, yeah. But I'll probably be picking up 2 Steel Claws in the red armor.
Yeah. I mean that'll make for an awesome display. Then they're getting more into their old classic Defenders of the Earth characters here. These are already out.
I saw the other day.
Frankenstein is getting, or the Frankenstein's monster is getting an accessory kit. I really like how they're supporting like all of their.
The Wolfman's got an accessory kit too. Cool. And the Invisible Man looks okay. Dracula though has more my interest than Invisible Man.
Yeah. Well, this is a 90th anniversary set.
Whoa. He didn't even sound like.
I'm wondering if he's going to be like the complete package here, where it's like the RoboCop with the chair. Dungeons and Dragons. This is interesting because Hasbro is doing Dungeons and Dragons, the animated series. I was unaware NECA is doing Dungeons and Dragons figures.
Hasbro also had that other figure on their website.
Yeah, we'll buy
Dritz.
Shaman Predator, Snake Predator. Oh yeah.
Surprised they don't have the Predator from Prey. Rob Zombie's The Munsters. I do want to sit down and watch this. This is an interesting one. I watched the Angry Video Game Nerds review. It piqued my interest.
Is it violent?
No, it is
quirky.
Yeah, it's a love letter to the Munsters. It's like a prequel to the Munsters series.
Mm-hmm.
Like
it's
how
not too bad.
From what I saw, they look super accurate.
Yeah.
It's been a minute since I watched that. I don't remember anything.
There has been no slowdown of Chucky merchandise. Never seen this Ultimate out. I want him. I thought he would have been out by now, but Sir Elton John.
No.
Yeah.
Rob Zombie movies make me feel like, why did I just watch this?
This Elliot and ET actually looks pretty cool.
Cool. And the Killer Clowns look pretty good.
Yeah, doing a whole line. You Killer Clowns reading a video game. And Toonie Terror still going pretty strong. Getting Angus Young. Secret Headquarters. Somebody was excited for these.
Nah, it's like when I could care less. It's like when I saw those Valerian figures. I have no idea. I mean, okay, cool. It's the thing.
But I mean, your guys there, Dave.
Anyway.
You know.
Sorry.
Yeah. So a lot of stuff coming out for NECA, but I think in the realm of Turtles, they're really kind of for the cartoon, the 80s 90s cartoon. They're scraping the bottom of the barrel here.
Yep. They have squeezed the lemon dry.
But I appreciate that because they have delivered.
Yes, they have.
I think with that, I think we'll go ahead and we will wrap it up for tonight. So yeah, a lot of stuff coming out. NYCC is going on, so I'm sure next week we're gonna have a whole heck of a lot of stuff to talk about. So be sure to check us out next Thursday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Before we go round table. Dave, you've been doing reviews. Where can folks find you at?
I am everywhere. Just look up Trustarscreamer, TRU Starscreamer, and I'm here on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and here every Thursday night with these fine gentlemen.
Awesome. So, Mike, you put out your fix for Virtuous. Where can folks find you on YouTube?
Oh Lord, let me see where I even put it. But right now, that video is up, and it's on a channel called Junkion Craft and Build, because I couldn't think of anything else at the time. So it's all kind of in flux. But yeah, it's a rough video. It's not even up to the resolution that I had it when I originally taped it. I'm learning, but yeah, if you do get the pieces to replace it, it's pretty simple. Other than with X-Transbots, they glued the front cover, so you kind of have to finagle your way to get that off. But
yeah, when I first watched it, I was like, wait, did they not give you the replacement screw covers? Because I was like, that would suck if you had to like break those off and then.
Yeah, they were smart enough to do replacement covers and provide you screws for it. So, but yeah, you can look at it, criticize, like it. Appreciate all the feedback on it. So.
And cool. Then last but not least, T-Man 978. If people don't know how to use Google.
Learn how to use Google. T-Man 978. Good night.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for tonight's show. Thanks to everybody in the chat who hung out, who chatted with us throughout the course of the show. As Winston Leggett says, make sure you smash that like button on your way out. If you didn't do it yet, we appreciate you all. We love you all. We'll see you on the next one, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time next Thursday on the Figure Action YouTube channel. We're going to have a ton of stuff to talk about with NYCC. Wrapping up. We'll see you on that one. Have a great weekend and take care.